Hello guys, welcome to yet another tutorial here at the Code Essentials KE. In this tutorial I'll be showing you how to embed a YouTube video in HTML web page, and we are going to use the iframe element in HTML. So the iframe is basically like a container that we usually design it so that you can be able to view the YouTube video from the web page without opening YouTube. And what you are going to use here, you are going to have a YouTube video ID. I'm going to show you the ID, and now let's start. As you can see, I've opened my VS Code, and as you can see I've connected a folder. The name of the folder is center div. I'm assuming that you have already connected your folder, so I'm going to create a HTML file. I'm going to click there. I'm going to say YouTube video dot HTML, right? I'm going to type HTML boilerplate. I'm going to select the last one. This one gives you a starter code for HTML that you can use to code. I'm going to delete the unwanted code. We are not going to use JavaScript. I'm going to erase those lines, right? Now I'm going to type the iframe. You open iframe, then I'm going to give it a width of 500, and I'm also going to give it a height of let's say 320, right? I'm going to give it a source. For now it's going to be blank, and I'm going to close it. Right now, this is a iframe. This is a container that we are going to play YouTube video, right? I've given it a width of 500 units and a height of 320. Now for the source, you are going to YouTube. You are going to get a YouTube video link. For me, as you can see, I'd already opened this YouTube from my channel. I'm going to copy the link, Control C. I'm now going back to my VS Code, and at the source I'm going to type. No, first of all I'm going to comment the link. So the video ID is the last one after the V. You can see we have the V is equals. This is now the ID from 2. This is a video ID. This is the one that YouTube generates for you. So I'm going to type HTTPS, then I'm going to type youtube.com, and for you to use the video in a iframe, you are going to put a /embed. This one is basically telling YouTube that I want this video ID with this ID to be embedded in my web page. So I'm going to use another slash. Then I'm now going to take this video ID. I'm going to copy it from there, and I'm going to paste it after this slash, right? Now we have our iframe setup, right? I'm going to right click on my HTML file, and I'm going to open with live server. Live server is a marketplace extension that you can get from VS Code that will help you to refresh your code on the browser without refreshing the browser every time, right? I'm going to open with live server, and as you can see we have our video in the iframe, right? You can play it, and as you can see from my side,
name is equals to
it's
Micah,
playing, right?
F pass is equals to.
So I'm going to pause it. I'm going back to my VS Code. In this iframe, we have some other parameters that we can pass on after the link. One is autoplay. Autoplay, you can give it a value of 1. So autoplay, when you set autoplay after the video link, you are basically telling the video to start automatically when a user visits your web page or the website. So I'm going to add it here. I'm going to use a question mark, then I'm going to say autoplay is equals to 1. Now if I save and I reload my browser, you can see the video starts automatically, right?
So if I type,
I'm also going to use a mute is equals to 1. So mute will basically tell the video that I want the video to start in a muted option, right? So if I say and sign, then I'm going to use a mute is equals to 1. I'm basically saying that the video should start in a muted way. From my side, you can see the video has started automatically because of the autoplay, but I cannot be able to hear the sound. And if you see this icon, it says unmute, which means that the video is currently muted, right? I'm going to pause it. I'm going back to my VS Code. And another one, that the other option that you can use after mute is basically the loop. The loop, you can set its value to 1, which basically says that I want the video to repeat itself after it finishes playing, right? So I'm going to, that one you won't see right now, but I can show you. Just put loop is equals to 1, right? So after loop is equals to 1, you can be able to see the video will start, then after it ends, it will start again, right? Let's wait and see if the video is going to start. Right? So that marks the end of our tutorial this day. Thank you.